Yo, my Ningans, what is up? What is good? It is your boy Sev the Savage, and we are back at it again with another video. Today, we are going to go over 5 anime shows that would make a dope-ass fighting game. So, here's how we're going to go through each and every one of them. We're going to go over 3 key points. We're going to go over the possibilities slash the world, which is basically like the entire universe of that show as a whole. We're going to go over the roster, and we're going to go over the gameplay, basically like how it plays. So yeah, so that's basically what we're going to do today. We're going to go over my top 5, personally, my top 5 anime that I would love to see turned into a fighting game. Because you know me, I love my anime fighting games. I love my DBFZ, love my Unius, love my BB Tag, love my Guilty Gear. I like them anime fighters. I'm looking forward to that Grand Blue and that new Guilty Gear and that new Unius coming on next year. Ooh. But anyways, yeah, enough fucking around. Let's get down to business. This is my top 5 anime shows that I would love to see turned into a fighter. Okay, before we started, I also have to mention, when I talk about these fighting games, the developers that I have in mind are Arc System Works, because Arc System Works, they treat anime games good. They have Blaze Blue, they have Guilty Gear, they did Unius, and they have Dragon Ball FighterZ. So they do the anime good. They do right with them anime games. So with all that out of the way, let's get right into the video. Okay, so number 5, Naruto / Naruto Shippuden. Now, I know you guys are probably wondering, but Sevi, Naruto already has a fighting game. It has many fighting games. Yes, but when I say fighting games, I mean 2D or 2.5D, which means the characters are facing each other, and the only directions you can go are right, left, up, and down. And there are walls that are blocking everything, and it's only 2-dimensional. You can't sidestep. You can only run forward, move backwards, jump in the air, or crouch. So, yep. I'm talking about a traditional 2D fighter like Street Fighter or Blaze Blue or Unius or something like that. Yeah, that's what I mean. So anyways, let's get into it. So the possibilities are endless. You have so much to draw from. You have all these ninjutsus and genjutsus and taijutsus you can pull from. You have so many characters to use. You have all these crazy abilities. You have I'm trying to touch of death someone with a shadow clone. Have you ever got touch of death with a shadow clone before? I'm trying to end somebody's life with a Uzumaki Barrage into a Rasengan into some crazy tailed beast bomb type stuff. That's what I want. I'm trying to do all that. I'm trying to end lives, yo. So anyways, yeah, there's so many possibilities. You have the Kekkei Genkais, all the different types of elemental jutsus, like water, fire, earth, air, lightning, ice, magma, stone, all this other crazy type of jutsus and stuff. Okay, let's go on to the roster. Okay, let me make one thing clear right now. I do not want to have the same problem FighterZ has. FighterZ has way too many Gokus. And in this Naruto game, I don't want the same problem with all these damn Uchihas. I don't want every Uchiha and a baby mama in the roster. There's Sasuke, there's Obito, there's Madara, there's Itachi, There's Shisui. Let me see who else. There's just a lot of them. I just named 5 right off the bat. That's a lot of Uchihas. Sure, they're on their same character, but like, if they play the same, which I hope they don't, that would actually get real boring real fast. Like, I don't need that in my life. And on top of that, they have the genjutsus and shit. I'm like, bruh, that's I don't want to deal with that. Anyways, what I would want for like a roster is I kind of want it to go by like each element. So like wind, fire, earth, lightning, air. Well, not air, but you know, the other element that I forgot to mention, water. That's what I meant, my bad. But yeah, I want to have like a primary character for like each type. And then if there are like other characters that use that element, it's fine. Like someone like the third Hokage or Kakashi, because Kakashi's he's a copycat ninja, so he knows all other elements. Well, he knows how to do all of the other elements, even without the Sharingan. And the third Hokage, he's just the master of all these fucking elements. So like, some of the other characters would make sense. Some characters would make sense, like Kakashi, Hiruzen, the Hokages, because they know multiple jutsus and shit. Orochimaru, characters like that, yeah. And I would want to limit the roster to like, if we're going by Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, I would want the roster to have like some of the main characters, some of the side characters, and like I want a villain from each of the most important arcs. So like Zabuza and Haku, Orochimaru, Deidara, Sasori. The Akatsuki have to be in there too, so kind of basically balance that out. And Madara, of course. So yeah, kind of have your villains roster right there, and the other characters would be like the Konoha 11 and some of the like the teachers and shit. So with some of the wild cards like Jiraiya, Orochimaru, and some other characters. But yeah, that's basically my top 5. Well, not my top 5, that's my number 5. My apologies. My number 5 choice is Naruto / Naruto Shippuden. Okay, so I don't know if I mentioned it before, but the gameplay, how I would want the game to like play, I would kind of want it to play something similar to like Naruto Ultimate Ninja Heroes or Naruto Ultimate Ninja. I'm sorry, it's been like years since I've heard that series, but yeah. So it was a 2D fighter, so like the thing is, if there's like in like a building or something like close to you, you can like climb up it. Like if you're in the training field and you're near a tree, you would climb up to the tree and like chill on like the branch, and your opponent would be looking down. You can just throw like jutsus like fireballs or shuriken or like whatever else you can at the opponent. And they would have to like figure out, like, do they throw shuriken back? Do they charge at you? Do they do their jutsu? Like, it's just open to possibilities. A lot of possibilities. It probably would be like maybe like I wouldn't say a one button thing. I think it would probably play something similar, maybe to like either Unius or Guilty Gear. Maybe something similar to. Nah, I feel like it might have played something similar to BlazBlue, the version like BlazBlue Central Fiction. So you would have like your normal like special moves, your quarter circle forwards and backs, and then some characters would have a down move. Then they would have their supers, the quarter circle forward supers, quarter circle back supers, and then some kind of like ultimate for like their finishing, and they would have awakenings. Well, we all call them installs, but they would have like transformations, except for like nothing like a gigantic that would like take up the entire screen, because that really wouldn't be fair. I mean, I know we had big bodies in fighting games, but like some of these big bodies in this anime, no, I'm not trying to fight a giant fucking toad or any of the tailed beasts. That's kind of wild. I could see if they like slimmed it down for like a transformation, kind of like how Gaara was with Shikaku and Naruto was with Kurama with the cloaks. I could see that happening, but anyways, yeah, that's pretty much basically it for my little like tidbit. Oh yeah, one more thing, the substitutions. You could use the substitutions. They would be like a gauge, kind of like how there's in the Storm series for the substitutions, because I don't want it to be like linked. Because if it's linked to like your meter, then you would just like immediately waste all of your meter. I mean, that's the way it should be, but like it's my list, so I get to choose what I want. If it's tied to like meter, then it should probably waste maybe like 25% of your meter. So yeah, you probably wouldn't. You would have to either think wisely of when you're going to sub, or you would just die, basically. So yeah, okay, I finished. That's it. It's over. My top 5. Well, my number 5 is Naruto Shippuden / Naruto. Number 4, Bleach. Number 4, Bleach Brave Soul. I think it was called Brave Soul. I think it was called fuck. It was either called Bleach Brave Soul or Bleach Heat Soul. It was. I remember playing one of those games back in the day on my PSP. It was hella hype though. That game was like so OD. So like, basically, the world of Bleach is fast. You have Soul Reapers, you have the Quincy's, and you have the Hollows. I forgot the name of the people that were in Hueco Mundo. The Espada. Yeah, you have the Espada. Fuck. Yeah, you basically you just have those three like archetype for characters from the show, and you could have so many. There's so much. You have so many Soul Reapers. You have so many swords and Bankais and transformations and powers. It's all wild, yo. So let's get into the roster. I would want the roster to be up to the end of the Hueco Mundo arc. So like when Ichigo fights Aizen and beats him. So basically, yeah. The roster would probably consist of maybe like 30 characters max. Hopefully 30 characters max. With DLC probably ranging maybe into that arc that I forgot about, the one with the wheel blade type shit. I forgot the name of it. Somebody let me know down in the comments what the name of that arc was. I forgot about it. I didn't really like it that much. Where Ichigo was like Spider-Man on the wall. So it was that one, and like the 1000 Years Blood War. That could be maybe DLC with like some of the Soul Reapers Bankais and shit, and some of the Quincy's. So we have that roster out the way. Well, not really. Yeah, so like I said with Naruto, it would probably be just like the main villains of all the arcs. Well, it kind of really can't be, because Aizen was probably, well, there were other villains beside Aizen, but Aizen was like the main villain. So yeah, you could just basically add like all 10 of the Espada. I don't know how they would like do Yami's form, because Yami is just like this big, gigantic, bony ass looking centipede. I don't know how they would. Maybe he just wouldn't transform. Maybe he would just have like a basic like power up that would like give him more damage and gives him like a command grab or some shit, if he didn't already have one, or just amplifies command grab or some shit. So yeah, that's basically it for the roster. The gameplay, I wanted to play like Bleach Brave Soul or Bleach Heat Soul, or whatever the hell that game was on the PSP. I wanted to play like that. I remember playing the game and it was so much fun. The mechanics was somewhat, I guess, I think it was somewhat broken, but like it was actually kind of OD. They had a training mode and everything, and I really loved like labbing everything and seeing what I can come up with. So yeah, that's basically it. It would probably play like Bleach Heat Brave Soul, whatever the hell that name of the game was. I'm pretty sure it's on the screen right now, but yeah, it would play like that, kind of, with the arc system works like little like touches of like the mechanics and shit. So yeah, there's that. My number 4 pick is Bleach. Okay, now we are on to number 3. My number 3 pick would be One Piece. Now I know we already have Burning Blood, but that I want a traditional. Like I said before with the Bleach and Naruto game. I want my actual fighting game. I want my 2D slash or 2D.5D fighting game. I want to hit somebody with a Gomu Gomu no into a Gomu Gomu no Gatling into a Gomu Gomu no Red Hawk. I'm trying to touch of death you. I want you to die in one touch. I'm trying to have y'all meet Todd. Hashtag Todd down below if you got this far in the video. Okay, so you guys already know the world is pretty vast. There's like so much to go off of from. You have devil fruits, and each devil fruit has and all the devil fruits aren't made the same. There are 3 different types. There are Zoan, Mystical, and the Paramecia. So like, and they can incorporate so much into it. So I'll get to that later into the gameplay. But so the roster, I would want, like I said with the other 2, I would want each villain from a main arc. So like East Blue, I would want Arlong, Alabasta, Crocodile, Skypiea, Enil, maybe the Foxy arc. I know that's canon, but I don't really like Foxy that much. Well, as long as we get Afro Luffy as like a costume, then I don't really care. We could throw him in there too. That we can do the Water 7 arc, and there could be like a time skip, and like there would be like, I don't know how drastic the change would be. I guess we could probably, I would want it up to the Big Mom arc, but if that's not possible, then I would be happy if they can at least go towards the Doflamingo arc. I know that's like an arc behind, but still I would want that because there are so many more like new and interesting characters. So the roster, I basically said, so I got the villains, all the main villains that you guys know of, the Straw Hats, some of the other like other characters, like some of the Supernovas, and that's basically it. So yeah, that. Now on to the gameplay. I would want the gameplay to somewhat mirror Burning Blood, not entirely, but like basically have a callback to the show, which I know Arc System Works would do. So you would have your Zoans, Mystics, and Paramecias, and like the Devil Fruits. So if you would like be a Paramecia, and let's say you have the Flame Fruit, and you're just on fire, and like no normal character can hit you unless they have Haki. So say if they do a move that has Haki on it, boom, you get hit, and maybe like your guard breaks, or you're just like in like a long ass like hit stun. Maybe you're like in a crumble state and you're kneeling to the ground so they can pick you up for a combo or some shit like that. So that. Also, yeah, if you play Sanji, please don't play him against any women, because that would be futile. He wouldn't probably do anything. It just probably wouldn't be like anything useful, because like he would get his ass beat. Another thing, Enil is like Luffy's kryptonite. I mean, his lightning attacks would work, but like, say for instance, like his ultimate, well, not his ultimate, but like both of his supers, they wouldn't work on Luffy at all, because you know in the anime he's rubber and it conducts electricity, so like his supers wouldn't work at all, and he would just be like, and he would make that face like he did in the anime. So please just do that. Okay, so that's basically it. And yeah, that's basically it. I just wanted like the Devil Fruits. Yeah, so that's basically, I just would want the Devil Fruits and like all that little fan service from the anime to be in the game. So yeah. Number 3, One Piece. Alright, onward to number 2, Yu Yu Hakusho. Okay, now the only like Yu Yu Hakusho game that I've like sat there really like played that was an actual, like, I guess I would call it a fighter, would be Yu Yu Hakusho Dark Tournament. So that's basically kind of like where I've only got my like fighting game experience of Yu Yu Hakusho from. So the world is vast. You have humans, you have demons. There are so many like powers that come from each and every one of them. The roster, I would probably want to just put in all 4 seasons of Yu Yu Hakusho, because like, of course, pretty sure the Dark Tournament would have enough of a roster to like fill up everybody, but like, I would want the demon, I would want Shisui and the other demons from the season 4 tournament. So we can just add Team Urameshi, some of the characters from the Dark Tournament, Toguro, well, some of the characters from the Dark Tournament, Togoro's team, some of the other like main characters from the Dark Tournament that people liked, like the Wind Guy Jin and the Drunk Guy Chu, and the Yo-Yo Kid, I forgot his name. So yeah, and just add some of the other characters from the other seasons. That would be it. It would probably play, maybe gameplay wise, I would want to play like Dark Tournament, because it had like actual like inputs for combos, and you actually had like combos and stuff. But if you want to like just scrub out, you can like just hold a button and they would just like rapidly like start punching or kicking, but it would waste meter. If I remember correctly, yeah, it would just like waste meter if you held the buttons. It would just like continuously waste meter. Also, another thing, if they do bring back the Yu Yu Hakusho, they have to do the team thing like they did in Dark Tournament. That was actually a hell of a lot of fun. But anyways, yeah, that's basically it. Number 2, Yu Yu Hakusho. Okay guys, now it is time for the moment you've all been waiting for. My number 1 choice for the anime fighter that I want to, well, the anime show that I want to see the most turned into a fighter is Ruby. Yep, Ruby. RWBY. And before you guys type in the comments, but Sevi, Ruby's already in BlazBlue. No, not what I mean when I say Ruby. Yes, Team Ruby is in BlazBlue, and Neo is coming in November, but I want an actual Ruby fighting game. I want all of the characters in a fighting game. Okay, so let's break it down. So the world of Remnant, there's so much to go off of. You have the characters, their weapons, and their semblance. So there's no shortage of the imagination when it comes to Remnant. Well, when it comes to like the source material. Let me see. Roster, I would probably want it up to maybe season 5. Maybe. They didn't really do anything much in season 6. I mean, sure, we got Neo and like Cinder, but like, I guess I would probably maybe say season 6 then, because like it showed more, sure, it showed Ravenoff more, so I guess that'd be dope to have her there. So yeah, I mean, of course we would have like some of the teams from the tournament. We would have Team Ruby, Juniper, Sun, and let's throw Team Coffee in the mix. So we would just have those 4. We would have Crow, maybe Glinda, and then we would have Cinder's team. And just for like added like, well, we can't really get like Team Stark because I mean all we would have is Sun and not Sun. All we would have is Coral and Raven. All we have is Coral and Raven. Ty has never fallen. We've never seen Summer outside of flashbacks, so we can't really draw anything from that. So yeah, this one might actually have like less than 30 characters. If they don't pull like some of the other like side characters like from the tournament or something. So yeah, that's basically the roster. The gameplay, it would probably play how the Ruby characters play in BB Tag. Just add like more like complete like moves. Basically just like add more moves to them. And bada bing bada boom. There we go. They would probably maybe add a gun mechanic for like projectiles. I mean, Ruby and Yang and Blake already use their like weapons already in their gun as like their guns. Weiss, she uses her like dust and glyphs for like projectiles, but it's I don't know. I don't know. It would just be dope though. It would be dope to see all the Ruby characters, especially Sun and Crow. Two of my favorite characters that I wish were actually in a fighting game, but sadly they're not. Anyways, guys, okay, that's it. Enough sobbing. I want to know what's your guys' top 5 animes that you would want to see in a fighting game. So like, what animes I want your top 5 anime shows that you would love to see turn into a fighter. It can be anything. It can be Baka and Test. It could be Cory in the House. It could be High School DxD. I don't care. Just drop your top 5 animes that you would love to see turn into a fighter. Anyway, guys, that's it. This has been a fun little video that I kind of just thought of. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you all found it I hope you all found it funny. I'll see all you niggas in the next video. Bang, bitches.
Push me to the